You may be seated. Good morning. There we go. Graduates, it is great to see you. Let me begin by welcoming our distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. I ask our guests to stand and remain standing as I call their names. Ms. Julie Yang, President of Montgomery County Public Schools Board of Education. Ms. Yang, thank you for your continued and persistent advocacy of the Whitman cluster. Our esteemed superintendent, Dr. Thomas Taylor, we greatly appreciate your leadership and your support of all our schools. We are also honored to have several distinguished guests and MCPS executive staff with us today. We have Dr. Naya Hamlet, Chief of Equity and Development, and Adman Momen, Chief of District Operations. We also have Dr. Redmond Jones, Associate Superintendent. We cannot thank you enough for your continued support for being here for this special day to celebrate the class of 2026. Ms. Jules Sanders, Director, who has been a great support and advocate of the Whitman cluster for the past few years and has been a phenomenal aid to my development in my second year as principal. I'd also like to take this moment to introduce my team, the administrative team here at Whitman. Ms. Kristen Rudolph, grade 12 administrator. Ms. Jenna Mejia, grade 11 administrator. Mr. George Lavelle, 10th grade administrator. Mr. Sean Kelly, 9th grade administrator. Ms. Danielle Fuss, our business administrator. Our students, staff, families, and of course I are fortunate to have such exceptional leaders at the helm of our school. Thank you. I'd like to also recognize Ms. Susie Johnson, graduation coordinator. Thank you, Ms. Johnson, for all your efforts in preparation for today's ceremony. Mr. Jacob East, over there, all right, our class of 2026 sponsor for planning many of our memorable events that define the senior experience. Our students, our senior class president, Kevin Kachoria, our senior officer, Alia, Adra, and Jessica Fox, and our student government president, Hugh Gallo. Thank you for your student leadership. You may be seated. Now, please rise for a performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by our Whitman Symphonic Orchestra under the direction of Brendan Kelly, with American Sign Language soloist Alan Monroe. You may be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Kachoria, and I'm Whitman's 2026 Senior Class President. It is my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, who will share some reflections on behalf of the class of 2026. Please welcome Zane Gruters.
Good morning, friends, bikes, countrymen. Lend me your ears. Did you know the footprints left on the moon by the Apollo astronauts will stay there for millions of years? It's because there's no atmosphere or erosion to erase it. The footprints we make will outlive us. It will leave a lasting impression, so make it a good one. For me, one of those footprints was Whitman drama. It has been a gravity force keeping me connected to Whitman. Some of you may have seen me perform on stage in Clue, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, and more. I remember how much we had to collaborate with tech during the shows. I had to know that my 45-second quick change would be ready by costumes when I ran backstage. I had to make sure that my prop would not break when I would inevitably drop it. And most importantly, I had to trust that when I was on the rig for the aerial acrobatics, that I would not be dropped by the 4 people holding me up, which may or may not have happened one show night. Anyways, the point is, there would be no show if we did not work together. First, through it, I learned the hard truth of rejection and hurt, feeling like a lone star orbiting a tight-knit community from afar. And though it took a while, what was once a lone star became a cluster, then a galaxy, then a universe, a community. I learned resilience, strength, and a sense of identity. I'm sure many of you have had similar experiences. But you see, the thing about a star is once you finally recognize its shining light, it's already gone. Gone for billions of years. I wish I had seen the light of Whitman sooner. But just because you no longer see the star and its light does not mean that it is not there. The law of conservation of mass states that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, only rearranged or transformed, like us, transforming into adults. You know, when we look at the sky, we're actually looking back in time. The moon, we see it as it was 1.3 seconds ago. The sun, we see it as it was 8 minutes ago. Our neighborhood galaxy, Andromeda, 2.5 million light years ago. We're looking at 2.5 million light years of history. The past surrounds us, engulfs us. It is everywhere all at once. But when we look back, we can see a path forward. After we leave today, I want everyone to look up at the night sky, then tomorrow, then the next day. You might not see a difference, but oh, the night sky changes every single night. When galaxies collide, new ones are formed. We look at a new light, undiscovered planets and stars, galaxies and nebulas. The universe is ever expanding. As I was talking, the observable universe expanded by around 5,440 miles. I don't know about y'all, but I probably can't run that fast. The only thing we can do is enjoy what we have, enjoy what we don't, enjoy the future, enjoy the now, because by the time you realize it, it's already the past. Just exist how you are. Class of 2026, remember, we are all just stardust.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and fellow graduates. My name is Alia Audra, one of your senior class officers, and I'm delighted to introduce our next student speaker, Avery Washington.
Today, I want to talk about conjugating verbs. Between that English dissection of is versus are and all of those Spanish lessons on preterite versus imperfect, and I'm sorry to traumatize all of us again, verb tense is around us constantly. And having taken all these lessons on verb tense, I started to notice some things. The first thing I've noticed about senior year is that there's a lot of the interrogative wills. The what will you do's, the where will you go's, the why will you do that. It's just will. Everybody wants to know about our futures. But then again, there's also a lot of revisiting the past. I mean, anyone who has filled out a college application knows it's all about the where you have been, the what you have done, and why you've done what you did. Perhaps the true challenge is not getting swept away by both. I think of it kind of like a river. We get so caught up in the pull of these opposing currents that we forget we're swimming. In other words, we're so stuck in the past and future that we forget the present. So that's what I want to talk about today. Not the wills or the haves, but the R's. The where we are, what we are, and who we are today. So do me a favor and look around you. Look for your friends in the crowd, for your family in the stands, for those teachers who made all the difference to you. Yes, the same ones dressed up in those silly graduation gowns that only leave their closet once a year. Feel the ground beneath your feet, hear the restless tapping of the student next to you, smell that thick sweat around you from all these layers. Because this is graduation. It shouldn't be, no, it's really not, about the have-dones or the will-dos. It's just this, the is, the are. This moment is yours. So take this moment, this present moment, to just be. Because you've worked so hard for 13 years to get to this stage, so don't rush through it. When you start that walk to get your diploma, don't run. Take it in, be proud and be grateful. Part of being in the present is knowing what you have. So think about the mentors who help you through calculus, the coaches who are lifting you up, the teachers who encourage you, the friend groups who even today make you laugh and honestly cry, and the family members who cheer you on along the way. They formed who you are today, who you are in the present. So take a second to conjugate in the tense of your life. Instead of focusing on the verbs in the future or the verbs in the past, focus on the tense that we're living in, the present. Don't think about each day as something to get through to get to the next goal or the next prize, because each day is the prize. When you take that first step on campus in August, or put on that armed services uniform, or start that job you fought so hard for, when you are off to do the great things that were once some interrogative wills based on some haves, don't let yourself be pushed by the currents of past and future, and instead swim with the present and just be. Thank you and congrats.
Thank you, Avery. At this time, please enjoy Benediction, performed by the Whitman Combined Choruses under the direction of Zachary Tilkins.
My name is Jessica Fox, one of your senior class officers. It is my honor to welcome our final speaker from the class of 2026, Rishi Alamchandani.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2026. If there's one thing I've realized over the past 4 years, it's that high school isn't really defined by the things you plan, but by the moments that happen spontaneously, and more importantly, the people you meet along the way. I remember sitting in my counselor's office during sophomore year, staring at my schedule, trying to figure out why there were gaps. The school Wi-Fi kept cutting out every few seconds, and eventually my counselor, Miss Fang, ended up placing me in the only open class for third period, journalism. At the time, it felt completely insignificant, just another elective I'd have to put up with. But looking back, this small moment ended up shaping so much of my high school experience. That journalism class turned into Black and White, our school newspaper, a community that empowered me to find my voice and lead. But more than that, the experience continued to show me that the right people can turn any place into somewhere meaningful. And that wasn't just in one class. It was surviving AP Lit, not because it was easy, but because you had people next to you going through it too. It was environmental science with Miss Roots, where I learned to enjoy science and not just tolerate it. It was stressing about getting a parking pass, but realizing we're all in the same boat. It was watching Miss O'Donoghue's chemistry YouTube test reviews the day before an exam, hoping it would all come together. And it was the smaller moments too, the ones that don't show up on a transcript. Holding the door open for the person behind you, hearing perspectives in class discussions that challenge the way that you think, running into the same people in the hallway every day until they become part of your routine and then part of your life. None of these moments seem that big on their own, but together they've made this place what it is. Because Whitman is a place where you are constantly surrounded by people who are driven, thoughtful, kind, and willing to grow. We've spent 4 years surrounded by people who've made us laugh on days we needed it the most. People who showed us diverse perspectives and turned ordinary days into something memorable. And that's what we take with us. Not just what we learned in our classes, but what we learned from each other. Because in a few months, our lives are gonna look very different, and the people we see now might be hundreds of miles away. And yes, we will drift. That's normal. But we won't really be starting over. Because the friendships and conversations we've had here as Vikings, the ways we've shown up for each other, they don't just disappear, they stay with us. They shape how we meet new people, how we build new communities, and how we turn unfamiliar places into somewhere that feels like home. So wherever we go next, we go forward, choosing kindness, compassion, and hope. Thank you, Ma, Papa, Giri, Vishnu, and all my family and friends, and congratulations to the class of 2026. We did it.
Good afternoon. My name is Hugh Golub, and I am your student government president. It is now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Thomas W. Pyle School Principal Chris Nardi. As you may be aware, Mr. Nardi will retire at the conclusion of this school year after serving as the principal of Whitman's only feeder middle school for the past 13 years. Throughout his tenure at Pyle Middle School, Mr. Nardi has made a significant and lasting impact on students, staff, and the parents and caregivers he has worked with. He has been a dedicated mentor and supporter to many of us. In his 37-year career in education, Mr. Nardi has served as a teacher, coach, grade-level team leader, content specialist, department chair, and administrator. He began his career in the Bronx, New York in 1989 before returning to Montgomery County in 1996, where he helped open Neesville Middle School and Clarksburg High School. He has also held various leadership positions at Seneca Valley and Bethesda Chevy Chase High Schools. Since 2013, Mr. Nardi has led Thomas W. Pyle to numerous distinctions, including recognition as a 2-time National School of Character and one of the top-rated middle schools in the state of Maryland, according to U.S. News and World Report. While he considered his tenure at Pyle the highlight of his professional career, he now looks forward to spending more time with his family and beginning new adventures in retirement. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Nardi.
Good morning. I want to start off first by thanking our administration and Mr. Miller for offering me the privilege to speak with you this morning. It was very thoughtful, humbling, and a little nerve-wracking all at the same time. I would actually ask you all to take a moment to thank your parents and family members for being here and supporting you to get to this journey. Can we clap it up for your parents? You may not realize this, but when you started kindergarten, it was the same time I started as the principal at Pyle. Whew. We've been together in this cluster longer than you thought, and now you're moving on to new adventures and I'm moving on to retirement. Certainly a time of change and transition for all of us. And I love looking out at you all and seeing so many of our former students from Pyle who arrived, hard to believe, as timid, apprehensive, young, and small sixth graders. And now here you are, ready to graduate, much larger, much worldlier. It's amazing what 7 years can do and how fast time really does fly. It's been said that the days drag on, but the years fly by, and that seems so true. When I was asked if I would do this, I wasn't sure what I would say that would be meaningful. So I thought a lot, thought where I was 40 years ago, sitting in an audience like you, feeling hot, maybe a little goofy in the silly mortarboard, and desperately waiting for high school graduation to be over so I could move on to the celebration. So in terms of my speakers, I can honestly tell you, I don't remember who it was or what they said. So I'm gonna strive for something that would be hopefully a little bit more memorable. Many years ago, I came across a phrase that I had since adopted and used as a coach, a teacher, and as an administrator and parent. It was 1986, and I was watching the movie Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood. For those of you who don't know that name, he was a Hollywood icon, an amazing actor, now director, 91, who was kind of like Tom Cruise. So in the movie, it's about a Marine sergeant who is a slightly ornery veteran soldier with his own troubles on his last assignment. And he's assigned to train a group of undisciplined Marine recruits. He's successful in the end as they deal with the invasion of Grenada. But during the movie, he talks about an unofficial mantra of the Marines: improvise, adapt, overcome. As I was sitting watching the movie, something struck me about that phrase and how applicable it was to the various hills and valleys we hit in life. When your original plan falls apart, as it sometimes does, use whatever physical or mental tools available to create a solution. Improvise. Flow with the unexpected. Be willing to change your approach, reframe your perspective, adapt. Finally, turn your adjustments into action. Persevere through physical, mental, or logistical hurdles until the goal is accomplished. Overcome. Little did I know that about a year later, when I was a sophomore in college, my mother would be diagnosed with breast cancer and given 6 months to live. She became a model of resiliency for me, a model of grit and determination, as she had to improvise, adapt, and overcome with this cancer diagnosis. And in doing so, she lived 9 years, which was pretty remarkable back in the late 1990s. I continue to use this saying through my teaching, coaching, and work as an administrator. Surprisingly, 3 years ago, I found out that I carried a hereditary cancer gene that presents in both gastric and breast cancer, clearly what my mom had. After a lot of consultations, discussions, and other concerns that had arisen, I decided to have my entire stomach removed. I also learned that 3 of my 4 children have this gene as well, and 1 just recently had the same surgery. So it was definitely a time for our family to adapt and overcome. In a short amount of time, I've had to improvise how I approach eating, adapt to my new normal, and work to overcome the various challenges that come with this decision. So here I stand before you, 20 months later, a much lighter version of myself. I had always prided myself on trying to stay in shape, but as I looked at pictures of myself pre-surgery, I don't think oval was the shape I was shooting for. But on a positive note, I'm in a much better shape now, physically stronger, emotionally stronger because of that challenge. And then I think back to when you all entered Pyle in 2019, 2020, and became part of what was then, and still is, probably the largest middle school of 1,550 students, which was also in the middle of a significant renovation. We figured that navigating 1,550 students in the middle of a major construction zone would be the challenge for us to overcome. None of us foresaw what would happen in early March, that fateful Friday the 13th, when the school system shut down and so much around us seemed to be surreal. We went to virtual teaching and learned way too much about Zoom. Masks, antibacterial gel, and fire pits became our new normal. But together we navigated this new normal and we moved forward, just like in life. Some of you have already experienced challenges where you've had to adapt and overcome, and you've done it brilliantly with grace and tenacity. Remember that no matter what happens, we should always in life try to keep moving forward. My hope is that 40 years from now, in 2066, which seems like some number out of a science fiction movie, you can look back and think of all the things that you've been able to accomplish. You will remember your families, the people you've impacted, the people you've worked with, the people you've gotten to know, and the friendships that you've developed. And you'll look back and feel good about where you are, cognizant of the fact that you made adjustments, because life's not going to be linear, but you can make it what you want. I hope that you can do things in life that will bring you more joys than exhaustion and give you more sunrises and the restless nights. And as you move forward toward your goals, you'll improvise, you'll adapt, and you'll overcome so you can excel. And in doing so, you will learn and grow in ways you can't even imagine. And you'll appreciate each day with the ups and downs just a little bit more. I wish you the ability to pursue your dreams and let them drive your future. I wish you only the best. Do good and be good.
Thank you, Mr. Nardi, for those inspirational words. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce our principal, Mr. Gregory Miller. Mr. Miller is the second-year principal of Walt Whitman High School, where he leads with a deep commitment to equity, academic excellence, and community engagement. His diverse background as a student, college athlete, father, educator, and administrator has equipped him with a multifaceted perspective on education. Over the years, Mr. Miller has served in various roles within Montgomery County Public Schools, including social studies teacher, grade-level team leader, subject content specialist, assistant principal, and principal intern. His tenure includes positions at 4 different MCPS schools, providing him with a broad understanding of the area's diverse educational landscape. In 2020, Mr. Miller joined Walt Whitman High School as an assistant principal. During his time in this role, he co-founded the Leadership Academy for Social Justice and spearheaded the One Whitman Initiative, programs aimed at fostering equity and community engagement. A teaching administrator, Mr. Miller has taught the Introduction to Social Justice and Environmental Justice at Whitman, empowering students to drive positive change. Appointed principal of Walt Whitman High School in July 2024, Mr. Miller continues to emphasize growth, high expectations, and equity. He believes in enhancing the school's strong foundation through collaboration and innovation, striving to make Whitman a model for equity across the school system. Please welcome Mr. Miller.
It's hard to follow, Mr. Nardi. Thank you. Again, welcome parents, family members, staff, distinguished guests, and of course, you, class of 2026, to our, give them a round of applause, to our commencement ceremony. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna thank Mr. Nardi for his wise words and his encouragement. Do good, be good. Let's give Mr. Nardi a round of applause. Also, thank you to our student speakers. And finally, thank you, Coven, for that wonderful introduction. Give them a round of applause, folks. There's a theme to my speech, a lot of round of applause. Get ready. Please join me in a warm round of applause for our musicians and singers. The Whitman Instrumental Music and Choral Programs sound amazing. Thank you. I have a few more people that I'd like to take a moment to recognize. Before most of our seniors arrived at Whitman, they spent many years in our amazing feeder schools. Please join me in showing our gratitude for our outstanding group of leaders within the Whitman cluster. Dr. Sweta Zatz from Wood Acres, Miss Allison Sereno from Bannockburn Elementary, Miss Brooke Kemps from Bradley Hills Elementary, Mr. Ryan Graves from Carter Rock Springs, Miss Jen Redden from Burning Tree, and of course, the amazing Mr. Chris Nardi from Pyle Middle School. Graduation also means it's time to celebrate our beloved Whitman staff, beginning a new chapter in their lives and retiring. I'd like to recognize our retirees in the class of 2026. Miss Michelle Beach, world language French teacher. Miss Marisa Del Salvio, social studies teacher. Mr. Peyton Ford, science teacher. Mr. Kelly Garton, science teacher. Miss Anna Martin Morera, world language Spanish teacher. And Mr. Sean Reed, science teacher. Thank you all for being such an important part of Whitman. We wish you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. One of the defining characteristics of our wonderful school is our exceptional staff. Administrators, teachers, counselors, support staff who give us so much for our students. Walt Whitman High School faculty, please stand. Graduates, families, those in attendance, please give them a warm round of applause. You may be seated. And now, the class of 2026. Wow, you did it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's go. It's been a great morning. It gives me chills to sit in front of you, and I've been fighting back some emotion, to be honest. This is truly one of my favorite days as I get to stand before a group of exceptional young people and relish in all that you've been able to accomplish in 4 years, while being surrounded by the people who care and love you most, your families, friends, teachers, coaches, mentors, and classmates who helped you get to this moment. It's truly amazing. What a class, what a journey, what a year. Speaking of this year, as I reflected on this school year and what message I wanted to leave with you today, I kept trying to figure out one defining moment that captured the true spirit of the class of 2026. This year brought change from the very beginning. MCPS and Whitman introduced new policies, structures, and expectations. We started the year with Transition Day, which would not have been possible without the incredible student leaders sitting in front of us today. Yet, as I reflect on the beginning of the year, what stood out was students' infatuation with numbers, specifically 2 numbers. Then came the winter months, and let's just say Mother Nature wanted to make her imprint on the 25-26 school year. Not only did we have multiple music videos by our esteemed superintendent, but we also experienced every MCPS weather code imaginable: green, yellow, blue, orange, and red. But through each delay, closure, adjustment, schedule change, this senior class showed resilience. You adapted, you stayed flexible, you kept showing up, mostly. I think we can all agree being adaptable and flexible will serve you well in life. Reflecting on this year, we also had challenges, both locally, nationally, and globally. Yet time and time again, this class demonstrated leadership, compassion, and kindness. You held us together during difficult moments and reminded everyone what the strength of the Whitman community really looks like. But if I'm being honest, the thing that stood out most did not come prevalent until the spring, as the clouds opened and the sun shined. That thing became symbolic, and my hopes for moving this class forward was a hacky sack. I know parents in the audience are shocked as me that this has made its way back into our students' lives, especially as you scoured through Amazon and Target. This is the hardest thing to find in America right now. Who would have thought in 2026 I would have to send an email to staff asking them to be mindful of the hacky sack games in the hallway during instruction time? To which a staff member responded that I was clearly not cool enough to understand or experience the original hacky sack movement. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that these little circles of students kicking around a tiny little beanbag represent something important about this class and about life. First, it reminds us to be students of the past, because everything comes full circle. History repeats itself in both small and big ways. But most importantly, if we are able to process our present and prepare for our future, we must understand and learn from the history of the past. Second, hacky sack has personified the action and movement, the power of action and movement, Our world is forever evolving and becoming more and more technological than ever through AI, algorithms, screens, and automation. Despite all of this, we still require doers, folks who step up, take initiative, create, build, and act. And that is exactly what this class has done during their time at Whitman. You've led clubs, concerts, productions, and teams. You've advocated for others, never allowing the fear of failure to hold you back. I encourage you never to lose that spirit. Third, and probably most evident, is this new wave of hacky sack is in the power of people coming together for a common goal. Every game starts with a circle, a group of people connected by a shared purpose to create something together. No one succeeds alone. As this class leaves Whitman, you will expand to vast parts of the world. Never forget, we are better together. That finding your people on this planet is life's greatest gift. Protect relationship, invest in community, be the kind of person who brings others to the circle. And finally, probably most important, have some fun. I think in the past few years, we've placed an enormous amount of pressure on this generation to solve the world's problems. And to your credit, I have watched you rise to the challenge each and every time. But I challenge you in your pursuit for goals and ambition, seek the joy in the world because it's abundant. You deserve to enjoy all the moments that life gives us. Please remember, young people, life is not meant to simply be survived. It is meant to be lived. So, as you go off and do exceptional things, know that you have left an incredible mark on Walt Whitman High School. Go forward with courage, compassion, kindness, and ready to channel that inner hacky sack spirit. Now, switching gears, let's have some fun. As has been tradition passed down from Walt Whitman High School principal to principal, we are going to take the next few moments to recognize the achievements of this exceptional class. This enduring tradition is founded on the understanding that each of you has made a meaningful and lasting contribution to our school during your tenure. When we mention certain activities or distinctions, please stand if they apply to you in any year during your time at Whitman. Let's start with Whitman Athletics. Would all my athletes who earned a state, regional, county, or national titles while attending Whitman please stand? Now, if you played a varsity sport while attending Whitman, please stand. As you were rarely alone in your efforts, because our students, fans, were there to cheer you on. Now, every student who took the time to cheer on a friend or a team, please stand and be recognized. I would like to thank each and every one of you for making our athletics program the best in this school system. Please be seated. Beyond sports, our choral and instrumental groups continue to earn superior scores in local, state, and national competitions over years at Whitman. Seniors in those groups, if you participated at any point in the 4 years, please stand and remain standing. And who can forget the outstanding artistic talent we have? Students who have participated in Whitman Drama, Festival of the Arts, Shakespeare's Club, Talent Show, One Acts, and the competition known as Whitman Idol. Please stand. And our student publications continue to earn awards while they inform and move us. Students who have been members of the Black and White, Yearbook, Idaline, Psych Journal, and Whitman Shorts, please stand. Academic teams and clubs at Whitman continue to earn top honors in local and national competitions. All seniors who have been members of Speech and Debate, Quiz Bowl, Model UN, Mock Trial, Robotics, and DECA, please stand. Congratulations, you may be seated. Whitman students are dedicated to supporting one another, enhancing our world, and advocating for essential human rights. We have students who have decided to join the military, attend a military academy, or participate in ROTC. Will those students please stand and remain standing? Thank you for your future service to our nation. You may be seated. Will SGA class leaders please stand and remain standing? Stand if you have participated in the Minority Scholars Program, Black Student Union, Latin Student Union, Jewish Student Union, Jews for Change, Muslim Student Association, Whitman Pride Alliance, and students receiving LESJ certificate or diploma honors. Please stand. If you have facilitated One Whitman, please stand. Finally, will all the students who were in Best Buddies and all the seniors who have supported our students with disabilities, please stand. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your leadership. You may be seated. Clubs are an essential part of student life at Whitman. If you have ever participated in crew, ice hockey, rugby, squash, sailing, and/or water polo, please stand. Finally, will all students who started a club or participated in one at Whitman please stand? Congratulations. Thank you for your contributions to Whitman. You may take a seat. In the class of 2026, there are 86 students who earned straight A's throughout their high school career. If you are one of these students, please stand and remain standing. There are 227 students maintained at least a 3.8 grade point average or above. Will those students please stand? Remain standing. This year, 114 seniors earned the Maryland State Seal of Biliteracy by demonstrating proficiency in one or more languages other than English. Will those students please stand? Congratulations, students. You may take a seat. I am proud to report, this number is, wow, that your collective hard work and dedication have earned the class of 2026 over $41 million in scholarships. Give yourselves a round of applause. Wow. In addition, Whitman students continue to demonstrate a commitment to service to our community. The class of 2026 has registered a total of 80,715 hours of service. Montgomery County recognizes individuals who earn more than 165 hours beyond the state requirement. Will those students who earn the certificate of meritorious service please stand? Thank you for your tireless efforts on behalf of our community. Thank you so much. You may take a seat. All right, Mr. Nardi started this, but I'm gonna get us to do it a little bit louder, I hope. I prepped you for this one. And now, a new spin on a long-standing tradition. As I've shared with you all, it truly takes a village. My own journey, like many of yours, has been guided and uplifted by those who believed in me when I doubted myself. It's vital we acknowledge the incredible individuals, as the kids say, give our flowers. So, students, seniors, please stand and give a round of applause. Point out, shout out those individuals who have made a lasting impact on your life. Please rise and get loud. All right. Will all those in attendance please join me in giving a round of applause and congratulating the class of 2026 one last time. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, it's time to observe the rite of passage for which we are all here, individual recognition for our graduating class of 2026. Let's not forget to mention what you all are leaving behind. Graduates, your efforts helped make Whitman the finest high school in the state of Maryland, and one of the highest ranked high schools in the nation for 4 consecutive years. You have set a high standard for excellence through your resilience, courage, conduct, and achievements. Ms. Yang, we are enthusiastically recommending to you the members of the class of 2026 as qualified candidates for the State Maryland Diploma. Congratulations, graduates.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Julie Yang, member of the Montgomery County Board of Education, not to be confused with the Whitman soon-to-be graduate, Julie Yang. Ms. Yang's passion for education and her commitment to student success are rooted in her own experience. Born and raised in Wuhan, China, Ms. Yang faced early educational challenges that could have limited her future. But a second-grade teacher changed the course of her life. This teacher's unwavering belief in her students and commitment to providing extra support before and after school inspired Ms. Yang to reach her full potential. Driven by the desire to pay it forward, Ms. Yang pursued a career in education. She moved to the United States for graduate school and went on to serve in various educational roles over the span of more than 20 years. Beyond her professional experience, Ms. Yang demonstrated her commitment to improving education in her community through active involvement in several key initiatives. She has served as a PTA leader and co-chaired the Asian Pacific American Student Achievement Action Group, where she worked to address the unique challenges faced by many students from diverse backgrounds. Please welcome Ms. Yang.
Good morning, graduates, families, and staff. I'm Julie Yang. It's such an honor to be here and celebrating such a remarkable day. Now, graduate, this is the moment. This is the moment to bridge what you have been and what you will be. And families, I know the pride and the joy that you feel. 4 years ago, my own son walked across this stage. This is the moment to treasure. And thank you for being the pillar in their lives. Now, as I'm coming here today, I thought about what to say to all of you as you embark on the next journey. And I kept coming back to this book my colleague, Ms. Zimmerman, introduced me to. And it's a very simple children's book. Some of you might have it. It's called I Wish You More. And each page offers a small but mighty wish, such as, I wish you more pause than fast. I wish you more give than take. I wish you more we than me. Today, I borrow these words to offer you a few wishes of my own following Mr. Nardi. I wish you more beginnings than endings. As mentioned, I grew up at a different place at a different era, the 1970s. My childhood home was a tiny wooden shed without running water, a bathroom, or a kitchen. I didn't start school until I was the age of 7, and at that point, I couldn't count to 20. Statistically speaking, I was supposed to end up in a meat packing factory by age 16. But education opened a different path. I came to United States in '92 for graduate school, and Montgomery County has been my home over 20 years. I tell you this, not to spotlight my past, but to show you that beginnings can rise from the most unlikely places. Keep your eyes open for them. Chase them down, even when it is hard. I wish you more courage than feared. You are entering the world at a time when uncertainty is high. Political storms swirl, public institutions are questioned, and many feel that the American dream is harder to achieve now than it was ever before. But here's the truth. You don't need to wait for the world to become perfect before you engage with it. In fact, you have demonstrated that you already participate. Show up, ask questions, stay informed, vote, and serve on the board, volunteer, and one day run for office. Advocate for a cause you believe in. The future is not something that happened to you. It is something you help create. I wish you more grit than ease. Success is not a straight line. It will zig and zag. Some of you already know the sting of disappointment. Others will feel it soon enough. I'm sorry. But perseverance will carry you. In the words of Walt Whitman, keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. And lastly, I wish you more purpose than perfection. Even though you have been raised in the era of polished profiles and curated images, Instagram looks good, the pictures looks good. But you already know that true worth has nothing to do with how flawless things look. As board member, I have seen how your class extensively engaged in service when I attended the events at your school. You have service clubs of all kinds. You know that your worth lies in the impact you made, in the friendships you nurture, the cause you fight for, and the work you do with heart and honesty. So graduates, as you walk across the stage today, I want you to carry two things, only two. The weight of your responsibility and the lightness of your dreams. You are needed, you are powerful, and you are ready. So, to each of you, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you of all this for you, because you are everything I wish for and more. So, here it goes, here it goes. By the virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Education of Montgomery County, under the laws of the state of Maryland, I do now award diplomas and certificates evidencing the satisfactory completion of prescribed courses of study to the students of Walt Whitman High School, who are recommended for graduation by the faculty of this school. In receiving this diploma, each of you is entitled to all of the privileges and honors accorded graduate of a high school accredited by the Maryland State Department of Education. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Coven Kachoria. Alia Adra. Alia Adra. Jessica Fox. Hugh Golub. Zane Gruters. Avery Washington. Rishi Alamanchandi.
Check 1, 2.
Calvin Leviton. Benjamin Levy. Caroline McCann. David Moon. Jacob Morrison. Tushar Powell. Sean Wang. Alexander Abu. Harry Achimpong. Achilles Adamantiadis. Avani Agrawal. Daniel Agar. Rania Ahmed. Damian Akron Nugent. Maxwell Alexander. Shamir Ali. Sydney Altman. Martine Alvarez Blanchard. Sean Ambrosi. Dhiren Amarsinga. Adiva Amir. Matthew Apollina's. Aras Arakan. Christian Armstrong. Corinne Armstrong. Emery Arlson. Sydney Ashton. Constantine Ativ. Natalia Ba. Allegra Bai. Ian Bailey. Alex Bancroft. Lucas Bandettini. Samuel Barbosa Rasmussen. Rachel Barrel. Helena Bedron Nalman. Anton Belashenko. Emma Benesa. Arlo Bierman. Jake Biesinger. Annabelle Bishko. Maximilian Blank. Skanda Blank. Stella Bleeweiss. Noah Bloom. William Blott. Quentin Bodkin. Naz Bullock-Bassey. Eden Borchert. Andy Vashnik. Kian Butt-Bunjock. Sky Boyer. Sydney Boyer. Ayerta Braha. Rodrigo Bravo. Annie Bresnick. Knox Brogan. Amara Broker. Maggie Brown. Michael Browning. Emily Buzzkirk. Blake Butler. Dylan Bird. Savannah Bird. Anya Campbell. Everett Campbell. Amalia Camp. Benjamin Camp. Alexander Canny. Roan Canny. Josefina Castro Gangas. Junosuke Cabello. Julia Cerrone. Sahaj Chahel. Aubrey Chambers. Matthias Shimon. Matthew Chang. Cameron Charles. Abby Chen. Jacob Chen. Junru Chen. Kyle Chen. Cassie Chukuma. Avi Cedre. Catherine Ciravello. Jude Clayton. Sam Clement. Weston Connolly. Yay! Rowan Conroy. Sean Cook. Mira Cooper. Amanda Corpuel. Evan Costigan. Daniela Kotlier. Noyuri Cohen. Maya Christia. Akil Cruz. Olivia Daniel. Ashvini Das. Mauricio de Boniface de Billene. Sofia de Castro Neves. Maya Defty. Hey, Devin Dillon. Abigail Dickey. Emmy Dickman. Catherine Dickstein. Owen Dinses. Mia Doherty Huang. Eric Donaldson. Kenzie Donley.
Lucy Donnan. Charlotte Dorsey. Lucas Duffy. Cameron Dunlop. Isla Duzial. Caroline Easley. Sunny Eckford. Cecilia Edson. Drew Eichberg. James Eichberg. Hisham El Gormley. Victoria English. Oguz Erdogan. Ella Espina. Diego Espinoza Vera. Caden Eva Buckner. Kennedy Eva Buckner. Favorite card? Musael Iyab. Natnael Iyab. Braxton Ezraelson. Ethan Fairclough. Camilla Fan. Henry Farrell. Logan Farrell. Olivia Furman. Omar Fida. Eduardo Flor Lopez da Silva. Marley Forbes. Max Foreman. Emma Foscarini. Aaliyah Foster. Noah Frank. Alexa Freeman. Aiden Friedlander. Maya Fritz. Emery Gaines. Lucas Gallo. Connor Galvin. Milan Gandolfo. Olivia Gannon Masobrio. Valentina Garcia. Maria Garcia Musalem. Gwendolyn Gardiner. Thomas Gardiner. Daniel Gary. Adam Godry. Marlena Ginsling. Maxwell Gontkovic. Phoebe Gordon. Emma Graff. Fiona Graham. Cooper Gregg. Allison Griffin. Johanna Groner. F.A. Gunner. Anna Gunster. Ruth Hailu. Tirza Hombrecht. Bailey Hahn. Caden Hahn. Vikram Hari. Shoshana Harris. Arby Haska. Ivy Hayes. Roy P. Vaughn Hekimian. Ella Heltzer. Gavin Herman. Brennan Hoyer. Landon Hoyer. Nuzangwa Hichilema. Amarb Hida. Rolando Hidalgo Estin. Samuel Hines. Matthew Hobbs. Ainsley Hollis. Maccabee Hollis. Hayden Hong. Fenella Howard. Abigail Hu. Elias Huang Esakali. Wyatt Hughes. Ola Hussein. Daniela Ibrahim. Arkin Isip. Allison Jack. Inakela Jacobs. Alisa Jekyll. Dylan Junn. Gwen Joffrey. Anderson Jones. Georgi Kadagishvili. Zaira Kamal. Andrew Kaplan. Mariam Karapetian. Alexia Karmiri. Ian Keith. Thomas Kemp. Emily Kenyon. Teo Kerner. Edward Hirschbaumer. Sophia Hirschbaumer. Sewong Kondro. Mamie Killeen. Juliet King. Pablo Kobe. Isabel Komatov. Ella Kodolansky. Daniela Kulp. Prakriti Kumar. Harrison Kurtz. Elise Kwan. Grace Leduca. Marty Lane. Frank LaPlaca. Megumi Latin. Kiara Leah Ferrari. Isabel LeBlanc. Bennett Lee. Sean Lee. Reagan Lentz.
Sophie Bester. Clara Cordelletti. Charles Frick. Amelia Garrett. Tulip Kaya. William Kearney. Sham Matavan. Anna Murray. Jadesola Obatoyimbo. Joseph Press. Ryan Robbins. David Tattlebaum. Grace Lazarus. Eva Leonhardt. Diego Levy. Charlotte Levin. Charlie Levine. Cassidy Lewin. Luciana Layden. Cyril Lee. Helena Liang. Dominika Liberska. Emmanuel Leibowitz. Christopher Lindstrom. Grace Linton. Simone Llanos Carvajal. Tejas Ladato. Lauren London. Juliette Lorenz. Endrick Losh. Ryonosuke Laverne. Elizabeth Lowe. Ben Luo. Nathan Ma. Jude McPherson. Aiden Magnus. Graciela Maldonado. Esau Malik. Blake Malios. Emma Mancuso. Loie Mann. Alexander Maravilla Vasquez. Zoe Marlin. Catherine Marquardt. Francisco Mara. Mehmet Masatioglu, Nicolas Maswan, Connor Mostrelli, Avery Matthews, Reagan Mays, Mia McBrady, Alexander McClure, Gabriella McCormick, Sophia McCormick, Gibson McFarland, Jay Meek, Shadleen Mefta, Nathan Malaku, Alexander Moline, Ryan Mealy. Alexander Meltzer, Faiza Merchant, Karen Mesa Moreno, Grace Mifugli Odonkara, Claire Mitholland, Grace Miller, Kenley Miller, Mason Miller, Matthew Miller, Maxwell Minshew, Rosha Momtahan, Christopher Mora, Susanna Morales, Zachary Moreno Glazer, Leo Mosman, Timur McSuick, Hannah Mullins, AJ Nada, Ishan Nada, Tomohito Nair, Irene Navia Garcia, Kenneth Nickerson, Tate Nickerson, Victor Nikolov, Raphael Nobleman, Lucas Nuxall, Juliana O'Brien, Jude O'Donoghue, Gabriel Olalia Napier, Seth Olevsky, Keller O'Neill, Asher Oppenheim, Ethan Ottolenghi, Bera Oskaleglin, Tara Tusimis Pack, Benjamin Park, Judy Park, Sophia Pavlovic, Jack Pelmeter, Leo Pelmeter, Simone Penaloza, Jackie Peng, Savain Perel Dresden, Katerina Peresunko, Elena Perney, Arabella Peterson, Anna Petrides, Nicolo Petrilli, Brooke Philbin, Jenna Pilch, John Pirolo Mejia, Olivia Pizarro, Dashil Poe, Tiffany Poon, Sol Porta, Zach Pritz, Nikita Prokopenko, Rory Prial, Pau Puchol Kawasa, Artie Karimi. Soren Rabin. Kavya Rajani. Loek Ramavoaka Andrea Manatisra. Claire Ramsden. Sienna Rancilio. Solomon Randall. Viraj Rylefield. Zephora Rappaport. James Reed. David Reyna Cis.
Jesse Reitman. Miriam Rizavi. Sarah Razavi. Emmy Rich. Zachary Richards. Okay. Sadie Ryder. Sanjay Rigo. Annie Rivers. Ryan Rizzi. Rachel Robin. Kira Robinson. Lila Robinson. Luke Roddy. Sofia Rodriguez. Tahara Rodriguez Vargas. Rayhan Rizwandi. Serenity Rush. Zachariah Sabiri. Diana Safford. Yushero Sakai. Ari Sanders. Sean Sanders. Helena Santamaria Pena. Ariana Sartip. Sami Savasan. Macy Sharp. Anna Shalasis. Max Sloshman. Lucas Schlatter. Ethan Schnall. Florence Schneider. Elizabeth Schoenhardt. Kieran Schott. Cooper Schultz. William Schultz. Brady Schwartz. Dylan Schwartz. Nathan Chandler. Adi Shankman. William Shapiro. Harrison Shear. Annabelle Sherman. Jacob Sherman. Amitaj Singh. Ravi Singh. Shaurya Singh. Anushka Singha. Nicolo Smith. Peter Smith. Elena Schneider. Vitaly Sokolov. Melissa Solomon. Alexei Solovyov. Graham Starr. Ethan Stearns. Pablo Steinberg Crespo. Carmen Stevens. Harper Stewart. Joshua Stewart. Joseph Sternad. Thomas Christopher Sullivan. Jonas Swistak. Asha Talapragada. Nora Tama. Mary Frances Tatchell. Ella Tatsa Leur. Kayla Chufa. Cecilia Tello. Charlotte Thatch. Rebecca Thatch. Zachary Thomas. Ryan Thorpe. Adriana Timms. Ari Tolka. Zara Torres. Katya Treadwell. Gabriel Trummer. Max Tercios. Lorenzo Turner. Madeline Tyler. Juliana Vanderwooden. Vivian Van Leeuwen. Ryan Van Huysen. Kavi Varma. Lily Velez. Kendall Venegas. Lila Villavicencio. Scarlett Voorhees. Carolina Vossen Fadago. Landon Wakefield. Alia Wales. Eliza Walker. Kendra Walker. Matthew Wallace. Angela Wang. Layla Watson. Jalen Watts. Alana Webster. Dylan Weiss. John Bogartis Worth Jr. Keyshawn Wickamanayaka. Quinn Wilbur. Addison Williams. Ozra Williams. Jackson Williams. Karina Williams. Maxwell Wolf. Theodore Wolf. Alexa Wong. Catherine Wood. Karen Wright. Amy Schrin. Julie Yang. Julia Yepes. Simone Johannes. Jontavius Young. Samantha Yu. James Robert Zidak. Lauren Ziegler. Longson Zhang. Emily Zhao. Olivia Zhao. William Zhao. Everyone, please stand for the Whitman Alma Mater, performed by the Whitman Symphonic Orchestra and combined choruses under the direction of Brendan Kelly and Zachary Tilkins.
Today marks a tremendous achievement, and I have the honor of helping close out this year's graduation ceremony. Each of you has faced challenges along the way, but through perseverance and dedication, you have reached this important milestone. As your senior class administrator, I have had the privilege of watching you grow over the past 4 years. I have seen your resilience, kindness, and determination, and I know those qualities will continue to guide you in the future. Thank you, graduates, staff, distinguished guests, parents, caregivers, family members, and friends for joining us for this special occasion. The turning of the tassel denotes and proclaims the transition from student to graduate. I am proud to stand here and usher in the official act that signifies that you are indeed a Walt Whitman alum. Now, class of 2026, please place your right hand on your tassel. Together, on the count of 3, we will move them from right to left, marking this moment of transition, growth, and promise. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, graduates.
Oh, the best city in the world. What are you doing there?
Graduation.
Where?
I'm up there twice this week. No,